Greetings and welcome to the weekly Tulsa World Scene video. My name is Jim Watts. I'm here with Jimmy Trammell. We cover cultural stuff high and low for the Tulsa World. And as this is coming up to Oscar weekend, and for the first time, Oklahoma actually has a dog in this hunt, as we say in these parts. What do you have for us about that, Jimmy?
Well, it is Oscar Sunday, ABC 7 o'clock Sunday night, and we have a filmed in Tulsa. I shouldn't say filmed in Tulsa, filmed in and around Tulsa, because many communities were involved, called Minari, and it is a Best Picture nominee. I mean, how many movies filmed in Tulsa have ever won Best Picture at the Oscars? We have a chance on Sunday night. It is not the favorite. I think Nomadland is the favorite, but it's middle of the pack chances. And honestly, the Oscars have been surprises lately anyway. So who knows? But I believe the Best Supporting Actress from Minari, who won in that category at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, is the favorite to take home an Oscar on Sunday. So I won't do you the disservice of trying to pronounce her name.
She is the first. I think she is the first Korean performer to be nominated for an Oscar.
She is known as Meryl Streep of South Korean cinema, and Ari is basically her. Here you go, the rest of the world. Check me out, and she's the odds-on favorite to win the award. But on Sunday, in Sunday's newspaper, we have behind-the-scenes experiences from people who worked on the film, courtesy of the Tulsa Office of Film, Music, Art, and Culture, who shared with us these memories.
Okay, all right. Let's see what else is going on. Well, I'll have in this Sunday a preview of Greenwood Overcomes, which is the Tulsa Opera concert that's unique in that it features work by 23 living Black composers who are working now. Some of them are well-known, like Anthony Davis and Adolphus Hailstork, but a lot of them are unknown. And the interesting thing is that they discover the people that put the concert together. We talked with Howard Watkins, who's with the Metropolitan Opera. They went through more than 350 composers to pick the 23 that will be featured. And that's really a pretty incredible statement, number one, of the amount of creativity that's out there, and also the fact that even people that are hardwired into the concert music world, Mr. Watkins said, a lot of these I'd never heard of, and they're incredibly good people, incredibly good composers. So that's going to be interesting. That'll happen May 1st and May 2nd. They're doing two shows to accommodate the demand because they have to social distance. But it will be the first major concert event, or major event period, to take place in the public event, to take place in the Tulsa PAC since March 13 of last year. So that's coming up. Also, Tulsa Ballet has announced their season, to talk about optimistic, for 21-22, which will include a brand new production of The Nutcracker. Last December, they were supposed to do a big farewell to the production that they've had since 2003, but that kind of went pear-shaped. So, but they decided they're still going to go ahead and do the new one, which is being created by two choreographers. One is Val Caniparoli, who was their first resident choreographer. The other is Ma Kong, who's their current resident choreographer. And they each are taking about half of the ballet and creating it. So those are things we've got coming up, if not Sunday, at least in the next few days. So
You had something presidential as well, right?
oh yes, I got to sit in on a conversation between George Bush and Jeff Martin with Magic City Books. The president has just, in fact, I think I have it here, come out with a new book. Here it is, called One Out of Many, Portraits of America's Immigrants. And this was kind of a book tour thing, but he discussed a lot of things about immigration, about people that why he doesn't want to say anything negative about any president. And he also was asked, is there anything in today's world that gives him hope? And he instantly said, vaccines. He said that he has a feeling that when everything, that when people look back on this time, that the way that Americans came together to create, manufacture, and distribute the COVID-19 vaccines in such an incredible short amount of time is going to be, he thinks, a defining moment for the country. And I know I've done my part. I've been jabbed twice already. So, you feel kind of liberated, he said, when you get the vaccine. But anyway, so that was an interesting thing. And we're recording this on Thursday. Tonight they will unveil the poster for Mayfest. Winston Peraza is the artist, and it's different. I like it. I have a feeling some people may not, but it is it's a pretty powerful and interesting image. It's titled Detour 2020. And if you think about Detour, you might get an idea of what the main image is. So that will be unveiled tonight, and then it'll be available. Prints will be available for sale now through Mayfest, which is May 7 through 9. That's coming up fast. So,
well, how is your video game history?
Oh boy, zilch. The only video game I really got hooked on. I mean, I'm young enough to remember, when you hoarded quarters to go to the arcade and play asteroids for hours on end. But the last Tempest, that was the fun one. My late wife even enjoyed Tempest, but the only video game or computer game that I got hooked on was Doom. And until it started making me motion sick. And so I've had to stick to like solitaire after that for excitement.
Oh, if I could have all the quarters back that I spent on asteroids, microwave burritos, and Mountain Dew, back
Oh
in
yeah.
the day. But the reason I bring up video games is there was it's a very famous fighting game franchise called Mortal Kombat.
I remember it.
A new movie based on this video franchise is being released April 23rd, Friday, on HBO Max and in theaters. You can see it at home, see it in theaters, and we're writing about it, TulsaWorld.com, because one of the stars has a state connection. He is not from Oklahoma, but Makad Brooks, who is one of the main characters in this, his father was Billy Brooks, who played, he was a two-time national champion at the University of Oklahoma in 74 and 75. He shared time with not to get too sporty, but he shared time with Tinker Owens, the brother of a Heisman winner. Nice career, scored a touchdown against Michigan in the national championship game, and was a first-round draft pick in the NFL, even though he shared time his last season at OU. But we're getting too sporty. And again, he is a connection because he's got a nice bit of resume already. He was Jimmy Olsen in the Supergirl TV series and has other credits as well. But if you're into the video game stuff, you might check out Mortal Kombat.
All right. And if there's any sort of Oklahoma connection to anything, we will ferret it out somehow. So, all right. Well, I think that will get you started for things to look forward to. Although we will say, if you're getting hungry, our upcoming restaurant review will be for Viet Huang at 21st and Memorial. It's been taken over by new owners. The menu has been changed a little bit, and we'll let you know what we think come Wednesday. So that's the news from our neck of Lake Wobegon, I guess. For Jimmy Trammell, this is Jim Watts saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.
Goodbye.